Well, we are joined by Sheri Willick in studio this morning for a change of pace, which is wonderful. And of course, when it comes to real estate, there's this perception that winter changes the pace. Today, we're going to talk about some of the myths and some of the facts of winter real estate.
Sure. So a lot of people will hear from them. They'll be like, oh, sometime this year, Sheri, like later in the spring or the summer, I'm going to sell or buy. And truthfully, it's because they think that nobody's buying or selling in the winter months, but they are. Or they think that they're going to get more for their house if they sell in the spring or the summer. And there's actually really no stats that tell you that you're going to make more if you sell in April as opposed to January.
Okay. And obviously, I mean, people, you get a job, something changes in your life, you need to move.
That doesn't only happen in the summer, right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of the things is that what make moving for houses for us are, divorces, death, estate sales, job changes. Those happen all throughout the year. There's, downsizing and upsizing. If you have a choice, you might do that in the summer months. But all those other things are a lot of reasons why houses sell too.
Sure. And then the flip side of that, you said myths, but also some facts. The fact of the matter is you're probably not going out kicking tires, so to speak, on houses in the bitter cold, right?
Absolutely. If you're out shopping for a house right now, you're a serious buyer and you typically have your pre-approval in place and you're looking to buy and move in the near future. So sellers, that's a great time to get in front of the serious buyers.
Right. And then I would think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but just as we're looking at, inventory levels where they are in competition for properties, like it doesn't matter if it's January or July.
Sure, we've been super low on inventory for the last 2 years and we're just super low all the time. But, from a seller's perspective too, or from the buyers, there's less competition in January, right? So, for a seller, okay, great, you're not competing against 10 other people at the same house as you, but for a buyer, you're also not competing against 100 other buyers at the same time for the same one house.
There you go. Okay, now we also want to talk about maybe some tips and tricks if you are looking to list and be a seller. Obviously the snow's on the ground right now, so we can't take springtime photos or fall photos, but if you're, in general terms, is it good to have kind of a gamut of images of your house, and how do you prepare
sure.
for
If this is something you're thinking in the future, then we would, I often recommend for my clients that I come in ahead of time and we take summer photos in case it's going to happen over the winter. But for anybody who has photos of their yards and stuff, we incorporate them in because, if you've got a nice yard, you want to show people what it could be like if you're having to sell in the winter.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, there's nothing worse than, going onto the website and seeing a summer picture and there's snow on the ground and vice versa, because it shows what? The stagnation of the listing, potentially.
That too. And then there's also, they can't tell if your deck is in good condition or not. So it's nice to be able to show them that it is.
Right. All of those things. All right. Well, there you go. We're fresh out of time, but Sheri Willick, thank you very much for a couple of minutes, and you can find her online at SheriWillick.com.